Hey everybody, Mike of the 732 Review Crew back with a movie poll winner for the month of November. Now, I thought I would do some original classic sci-fi. There was a pretty close poll. Two things technically are going to be watched by me this month for just this poll alone. First one is the winner. The second one's going to be the runner-up. I'll tell you that on that video. But this one is Forbidden Planet, which fits pretty well because I'm going through Star Trek, and I know this is a big inspiration for that, among other things. And I'm rather excited because I know that Leslie Nielsen's in it. I saw that, and I enjoy his comedy, but I imagine this will be more serious, potentially. This will probably be one of the older movies, the oldest movies I've watched, and I'm rather excited to see how these special effects work. So basically, from my understanding, they were pretty cutting edge at the time, and everything was pretty well done. And I can't wait to find out. So, yep, thanks for joining me. I'm watching this on Amazon. We're starting in 3, 2, 1. And check out Patreon for full lengths and the ability to choose what I watch for movies. Thank you. Robbie the Robot. CinemaScope. What's that? Photographed in color. Walt Disney.
In the final decade of the 21st century, men and women in rocket ships landed on the moon. By 2200 AD, they had reached the other planets of our solar system. Almost at once, there followed the discovery of hyperdrive, through which the speed of light was first attained and later greatly surpassed.
Oh, faster than the speed of light.
United Planets cruiser C-57D. Now more than
Flying
a year
saucer,
out from Earth
the
base
original.
on a special mission to the planetary system of the great main sequence star, Altair.
Cool. Really cool.
Captain to crew, all hands square away to decelerate. Ship's beeper will, as usual, sound 10 times after lights dim.
Want to bounce through this one?
Oh, that's cool. Oh, this is so inspiring for Star Trek, obviously. Wow. What happened?
All right, we're down to point 3896 of light speed.
Warm in here, Skipper.
Yeah.
Jerry, you...
There's a sun?
There's Altair right on the nose, Skipper.
An eclipse is going on. Interesting. That's so cool.
Meanwhile, this ship arranges its own eclipses.
Our destination, Altair 4, is now visible on the main view plate. As you'll recollect from your briefing lectures, this is an Earth-type planet. 20 years ago, the spacecraft Bellerophon landed here.
Bellerophon.
The prospecting party of scientists. Our mission is to search for survivors.
Oh.
Lord sure makes some beautiful worlds.
Well, they can see the gyroscope of the ship in the middle.
Another one of them new worlds. No beer, no women, no pool parlors, nothing. Nothing to do but throw rocks at tin cans, and we gotta bring our own tin cans.
Attention, Captain. Oxygen content 4.7 richer than Earth standard. Gravity only 0.897.
Oxygen poisoning from this planet?
I may be missing some individual structures, but there are no cities,
Like the real use
ports,
of like
roads, bridges,
satellite
dams.
photography from Earth, looks
There's
like.
just no sign of civilization at all.
Sir, we're being radar scanned. Bosun, flash me alert.
Aye, aye, sir. Combat stations, blastermen, activate your scopes.
Radio contact, sir. There's a voice here.
Human?
Yes, sir. Sounds like it.
Spaceship, identify yourself. You're being tracked.
Cut me into it. United Planets cruiser C-57D, J.J. Adams commanding. Who are you?
Morbius of the Bellerophon.
Yeah, here it is. Morbius E, PhD, Lit D expedition philologist.
Philologist.
We're very glad to find you alive.
I, of course, appreciate your concern, but absolutely no assistance of any sort is required.
Huh.
Your best procedure will be to turn back at once without landing. Commander, if you set down on this planet, I warn you that I cannot be answerable for the safety of your ship or your crew.
What does that mean?
Dr. Morbius, I require landing coordinates.
Very well, but I wash my hands of all responsibility. Commander, I strongly urge you to reconsider. Please
Why?
permit me to recommend...
Cut him off.
Something funny down there, Skipper. Captain to crew, stand by to reverse polarity. Standard Class A security will be maintained upon landing. And until further notice, all hands will wear sidearms.
There's a threat. Cool. That design's cool. Where's the oxygen being produced if this planet has 4 times the content of ours? Okay. Wonder if there's a miniature scale model. Oh, wow. What do your sidearms look like?
Hey, what's this dust coming?
What?
What a vehicle, huh? The driver must be a madman.
Is that the guy?
What driver?
Oh, it's the robot. Bobby the robot. It's pretty cool.
Welcome to Altair 4, gentlemen. I am to transport you to the residence. I am at your disposal with 187 other languages along with their various dialects and sub-tongues.
Colloquial English will do fine,
Cool.
thank you.
For your convenience, I am monitored to respond to the name Robbie.
Nice climate you have here. High oxygen content.
I rarely use it myself, sir. It promotes rust.
Is it a male or a female?
In my case, sir, the question is totally without meaning. Will you get in, gentlemen?
How are they gonna all fit? Is it just the command crew? Cool.
Passengers will please fasten their seat belts.
Keep your arms inside the ride at all times. Sounds like a madman, and that's to block the dust from hitting in the face. Okay. Cool. Okay, there are some plants.
I am Morbius.
Cool fish.
I'm Commander Adams. This is Lieutenant Farman, my executive, and Lieutenant Astro, our ship's doctor.
How ironic that a simple scholar with no ambition,
Whatever that lunch was, it was certainly delicious.
simply some of Robbie's synthetics,
He's your cook, too?
even manufactures the raw material.
He does everything. It's pretty cool.
Down here, there's a small built-in chemical laboratory where he analyzes it. Later, he can reproduce identical molecules in any shape or quantity.
That's a housewife's dream.
Activate the disposal unit.
What if I feel like he's gonna rebel?
A household disintegrator beam.
Put your arm in there.
Whoa.
Order canceled. Don't attribute feeling to him, gentlemen. Robbie is simply a tool.
In the wrong hands, mightn't such a tool become a deadly weapon?
No, Doctor. Not even though I were the mad scientist of the tape thrillers, because, you see, there happens to be a built-in safety factor. Commander, may I borrow that formidable-looking sidearm of yours?
Jesus.
Fire. You understand the mechanism?
Yes, Morbius. A simple blaster.
Point it at the commander. Aim right between the eyes. Fire.
Hesitate.
He's helpless,
Interesting.
locked in a sub-electronic dilemma between my direct orders and his basic inhibitions against harming rational beings. Doctor, I tinkered him together during my first months up here.
Ooh,
Coffee
very
is
smart.
ready.
A useful enough toy, Lieutenant, but nowadays I have no time for such things.
Food.
Dr. Morbius, you're a philologist. Yet this robot of yours is beyond the combined resources of all Earth's physical science.
You overestimate both Robbie and myself. Let me show you. I had Robbie install the steel shutters before I realized how altogether safe I am here.
Cool.
Now I dare say you're impatient to get back to base.
Yes, sir. The moment we've interviewed the other members of the Belair Fund.
But there are no others, Commander. Before the first year was out, they had all, every man and woman of them, succumbed to a sort of a planetary force here. Some dark, terrible, incomprehensible force. Only my wife and I were immune. My wife and I differed from the others only in our special love for this new world, in our boundless longing to make a home here far from the scurry and strife of humankind.
Something's up.
I remember how when the boat was taken to return to Earth, she and I were utterly heartbroken. My dear wife died a few months after the others. Only in her case, it was of natural causes.
Dr. Morbius, just what were the symptoms of all those other deaths? The unnatural ones, I mean.
The symptoms were striking, Commander. One by one, in spite of every safeguard, my co-workers were torn literally limb from limb.
By what?
What?
By some devilish thing that never once showed itself.
You personally have never again been bothered by this planetary force.
Only in nightmares of those times. And yet, always in my mind, I seem to feel the creature is lurking somewhere close at hand. Sly
Robbie.
and irresistible.
Father.
Alta.
Or her daughter.
Alta, I specifically asked you not to join us for lunch.
I'm sure you never said a word about not coming in for coffee. I've always so terribly wanted to meet a young man, and now 3 of them at once.
That's very kind of you.
You're lovely, Doctor. Of course, the 2 end ones are unbelievable.
Could this end one get you some coffee?
Oh, I'm quite able to get it, thank you.
She's never known any human being except her father.
But the mom
I hope
died during birth?
we young men have been shut up in hyperspace for well over a year now. And right from here, the view looks just like heaven.
Telling a father that is so crazy.
Yes, I suppose one day I shall be obliged to make the trip to Earth with her for the sake of her natural development.
I should say fairly soon, too.
Your father wasn't too happy at first about your meeting us, was he?
Well, naturally not. You're from Earth. 3 of you are such very fine exceptions.
That man is notorious throughout 7 planetary systems. Well, I don't feel free to discuss the shortcomings of a fellow officer, but girl or woman who lets him get her alone, anywhere.
I can see it now.
I've explained to them that you have my permission to visit Earth whenever you choose.
Earth? I?
Then my little girl never feels lonely or confined.
I don't know. I have you and Robbie and all my friends.
Friends.
Yes, perhaps you better call them, my dear.
All right.
What? Animals?
Felt something go right through my head.
Alta's whistle is above the pitch of human hearing.
Albino deer? Yo. Cool. Where's that teleport?
Oh, no. Watch.
He's as tame as a kitten.
Outside of the range of my daughter's influence, it's still a deadly wild beast.
His powers?
Everything okay, Commander?
No problem.
Would you mind activating the viewer, sir?
We're under no restraint whatsoever. Knock that off, Quinn.
Well, gentlemen, if I can be of any help to you in your preparations for the homeward voyage.
Well, thank you, sir, but unfortunately, circumstances may keep us here for a while.
Circumstances.
Yes, you see, my orders don't quite seem to cover the Bellerophon fatalities. I'm forced now to contact base for new instruction. Well, fundamentally, it's a question of crude power. Of course, a transmitter of that sort isn't exactly standard equipment.
No.
To build one, we'd have to cannibalize about 2/3 of the ship's electronic gear, and then unship the main drive to juice it. Just to construct a bunker to house the core would take about 10 days.
Disabled here for 10 days and nights. 2-inch lead shielding do as well. And I'll have Robbie run it off for you, and you'll get it not later than tomorrow noon. Look out there, Commander. The Bellerophon party. 19 years ago, I dug those graves with my own hands. And I have, believe me, no wish to repeat that experience.
Very interesting they take it apart to communicate.
Aye, aye,
I like Robbie's carrying those lead plates like they're nothing.
Wait a minute, that's solid lead he's carrying.
Common lead would have crushed the vehicle, sir. This is my morning's run of isotope 217. The whole thing hardly comes to 10 tons.
Does your father know you're out here?
Did tell me not to go near the ship. After all, this isn't very near.
Walter's like, I get it. They haven't seen a woman, but like, she's polarizing.
Put me down, sir!
What, already?
Yes, sir.
Where are they going? She's the killer? Right? Like,
Come here. Over here. Well, if you could tell me where I could get a hold of some of the real stuff.
Real stuff?
Just for cooking purposes, you understand.
oh, he's the chef.
Just about one jolt left. Oh, genuine ancient rocket bourbon. See here? Hey! Well, you low-living contraption, I ought to take a can opener to you.
Quiet, please.
Oh, wow,
I
that's a
am
threat.
analyzing.
Uh-oh.
Would 60 gallons be sufficient?
Gallons? Mister, I've been from here to there in this galaxy, and I just want you to know you're the most understanding soul I ever met up with. Ow!
Burp was crazy.
Just a kiss.
But why should people want to kiss each other?
Oh, it's an old custom. But it's good for you, though. It stimulates the whole system.
She's very pretty, but like, Jesus.
Just once more, do you mind?
Not at all.
I don't know, Lieutenant. There must be something seriously the matter with me, because honestly, I haven't noticed the least bit of stimulation.
Honey, let's do this thing right. Here. You're giving me the treatment, are you?
Lieutenant Farman.
Don't say a word, sir. I know there are a lot of pressing duties waiting for me back at the ship, and rank doth have its little privileges. Sir?
Why did you leave? Why did you both act so funny?
Well, what'd you expect? Well, don't you understand, Alta? You see, you can't run around like that in front of men, particularly not a space wolf like Farman. So for Pete's sake, go home and put on something that'll, anything.
What's wrong with my
Yeah.
clothes? I designed them myself. Commander, the lieutenant and I were just trying to get a little healthy stimulation from hugging and kissing, that's all.
Oh, that's all. Well, it so happens that I'm in command of 18 competitively selected super-perfect physical specimens with an average age of 24.6 who have been locked up in hyperspace for 378 days. Oh, go on. Get out of here before I have to run out of the area under guard. And then I'll put more guards on the guards.
Guard the guards is crazy. But the super fit, perfect specimen is.
I was only trying to be nice about kissing the lieutenant.
What did you do?
Oh. How did the commander react to that?
And I hope I don't see him again if I live to be 400 million.
I think the best thing you can do is to go to bed. I still have some work to do in my study. Good night, my dear.
Good night.
Full door.
Robbie, I must have a new dress right away.
Made it herself.
Again, star sapphires take a week to crystallize properly. Would diamond or emeralds do?
Oh no.
Well, if they're large enough.
Do you hear something? Like what? Like a sort of big breathing.
So there's a reason why he didn't want him to come to this planet. Invisible? Something's invisible. What the hell?
Now, the two of you claim to have been at your posts and awake. If this ship was entered, the heavy-duty hatch was raised and latched back. And neither of you saw or heard anything. Except you, Gray, you heard breathing. And you think you had a dream. A dream. Pending further evidence, you're deprived of space pay and all privileges.
What?
Oh, me too, sir?
No, me too, sir, will stand 20 extra watches. I'll have less dreaming aboard this ship.
About half of this gear we can replace out of stores, and the rest we can patch up one way or another.
Well, ask Robbie. You can see behind him. That makes sense now. And he can harm forms.
Morbius is in his study, sir. Never to be disturbed while that door is closed.
Open the door.
Is there any other way out of there?
This is the only door.
Morning.
She naked?
What's a bathing suit?
Oh, murder.
She has no modesty because she has no reason to.
You can look now. I had it made especially for you.
Oh, I thought you weren't expecting me today.
Was I guess just something about me personally you don't like.
You always look just beautiful.
Then why don't you kiss me like everybody else does?
Everybody else?
Yes.
What's so tantalizing about her?
That's all right, he's my friend.
Not today. Something changed. Cool.
Oh, wait a minute, Skipper. After all, it is his house.
What's the matter? Doc, something new has been added.
Oh. That's going to complicate things a bit.
Oh, well, he broke the rules. Might as well full commit. Full window. Full room.
Not even a window.
Oh,
What
floor.
about hieroglyphics?
Maybe. But it doesn't look like Egyptian.
You'll find the household silver in the dining room and my daughter's jewelry on her dressing table.
Last night, our Klystron monitor was sabotaged.
And you suspect me. Then the time has come for clarification. Sit down.
Going visible? What's happening?
This planet was the home of a mighty and noble race of beings, which called themselves the Krell. They were 1,000,000 years ahead of humankind.
Wow.
When in the course of eons they had abolished sickness and insanity and crime and all injustice,
Utopia?
they turned, still with high benevolence, outward toward space.
Okay.
This all but divine race perished in a single night. Krell metal.
Huh.
Try your blaster there, Commander.
This spot should be molten.
It's not even warm, huh? And no trace of radioactivity. This is just one of their laboratories. You'll notice
advanced.
that much of the equipment is familiar, though designed for non-human technicians. On this screen may be projected the total scientific knowledge of the Krell.
You're able to read this?
A little, it's my profession. I began to learn. The first practical result was that robot,
Oh,
which
okay.
you gentlemen appear to find so remarkable.
A thing like this, it's too big to evaluate. Think what a discovery of this
Dr.
kind will...
Morbius, what is this device over here?
As far as I can make out, they used it to condition and test their young. Now, you can see that this headset was designed for something much bulkier than my human cranium. Now, over here you see the electromagnetic waves of my brain sending that indicator up about halfway.
Cool.
Which by Krell standards classifies me as a low-grade moron. Yet I have an officially recorded IQ of 183.
Wow.
What's that? What's happening there?
Making a woman?
That's Altera.
Simply a three-dimensional image, Commander.
But it's alive.
Because my daughter is alive in my brain from microsecond to microsecond. Would you gentlemen care to take the Krell test of your intelligence?
Can't wait to see.
I have an IQ of 161, yet I don't register a third what you did.
Now the commander. It's all right, sir. A commanding officer doesn't need brains, just a good loud voice, huh?
How do I make an image? I just pull this switch here?
Stop. You'd never survive. Our Bellerophon skipper tried it, and it was instantly fatal to him.
Oh, sketchy now.
In my first attempt at creating an image here, my brain pattern there was scarcely any larger than yours. Afterwards, I lay unconscious for a day and a night.
And yet you came back for a second go at it.
Permanently doubled my intellectual capacity. Otherwise, my researches here would have come to nothing.
Interesting.
The Krell had been applying their entire racial energies to a new project, one which they actually seemed to hope might somehow free them once and for all from any dependence on physical instrumentality.
And what was the power source?
That's a very good question. May I draw your attention to these gauges all around here? 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10. On and on and on,
10
row
like the
after row,
40th power.
gauge after gauge. But there is no direct wiring that I can discover.
Cool.
The total potential here must be nothing less than astronomical.
Nothing less. Step in this shuttle car.
This is very interesting.
What now, Dr. Morbius?
Prepare your minds for a new scale of physical scientific values, gentlemen.
They're so small.
20 miles. 20 miles. Look down, gentlemen. Are you afraid?
How far is the drop? 20 miles?
7,800 levels.
Wow. This is really cool design. This is all underneath the planet's surface, obviously.
But what's it all for?
Sometimes the gauges register a little when the buck deer fight in the autumn. And nearly a whole dial became active when your ship first approached from deep space.
Huh. He's really showing them a lot. I feel like I could trust him now.
Now, be sure and look only in the mirror. Man does not behold the face of the Gorgon and live.
Oh, the mirror is cool. Okay, I get it.
9,200 thermonuclear reactors intact.
But what are they powering? I mean, this whole facility, but like, what's the point?
Have you tested it yet, Bosun?
Right away, sir.
Cool fence.
All right, put it back on.
And that's when something sneaks in.
$480 pints.
Robbie, I ain't never gonna forget this. Anytime you're hard up for a couple of gallons of lube, you just let me know. What's up? Somebody coming this way?
No, sir. Nothing coming this way.
Sketchy. What breached? Forced its way in. Oh, they're invisible. I was right. Okay, that's cool. Big.
It's strange how that fence just shorted out.
Think about it.
You're too arbitrary, Commander. Perhaps I do not choose to be dictated to in my own world.
Whereas Morbius, with his artificially expanded intellect, is now ideally suited to administer this power for the whole human race.
Precisely, Doctor.
I mean, I can get where he's coming from.
Skipper, the chief's been murdered. Skipper, his body is plastered all over the communications room.
The same thing that happened to the Peripheron.
Started again.
Tried to make this plaster model from the footprints we found. Whatever walks on this would be quite an opponent for a man with a club, but with our kind of weapons, Quinn could have knocked this right. No, Skipper. This thing runs counter to every known law of adaptive evolution. Characteristic of a four-footed animal. Yet our visitor last night left the tracks of a biped. Just doesn't fit into normal nature. Anywhere in the galaxy, this is a nightmare.
Pardon me, Commander. Are you ready to hold discipline on the cook, sir?
Yeah, let's have him.
Oh,
I'm obliged to
Cookie.
remind you, sir, that I gave him permission to go out last night.
Did you give him permission to get falling down drunk?
4 pints of 120 proof bourbon without a trace of hangover in it. Now, that ain't natural, sir. Besides, why did that Robert argue me into drinking all that whiskey in the first place?
You were with the robot last night?
Yes, sir.
Even while the chief was being killed?
Certainly, sir.
All right, dismissed.
he just needed more information.
Well, I guess that kind of washes the robot up. Maybe you and I ought to drop over to that Krell laboratory and get our IQs boosted a couple of 100%.
Sir, burial detail is ready.
Some cute outfits.
Good day, Dr. Morbius.
Movie.
I dare say neither of us slept any last night. That is only a foretaste. The Bellerophon pattern is being woven again. The next attack on your party will be more deadly and general.
How do you know that?
If you wish, call it a premonition.
IQ so high.
What do you make of that, Skipper? I'd say it sounded like an ultimatum. How soon will radar be operational?
Operating right now, sir.
Good. You keep right on it yourself.
Radar. Ooh, good to find invisible stuff. Big submarine.
Activate main batteries.
Cool.
Fire! Look, this may be a big deal coming up. I'm sorry if I've leaned on you at all. You've got to understand that...
Stop knocking yourself out, Skipper. She picked the right man.
Oh. What is it, Randall?
Sir, radar just picked up something.
Where away?
At the head of the arroyo.
Automatic control. Batteries. Fire!
So they can cover a Mac. That's cool.
Batteries. Fire!
Moaning. Sees the creature?
It just stopped at the foot of the pass.
Are you sure you've got a real blip there?
Big as a house, sir, and we were dead on target with both bursts. It's coming on again.
It.
Get to the blasted thing's invisible.
Yes. Full Wow, a lot of those are on. What's wrong with Altara?
Alta!
Is he making that with his
Altara!
dreams?
What's the matter?
Cute outfit.
Just had a terrible dream.
Huh?
It was blood and fire and thunder. And
What's her?
something awful was moving in the middle of it.
An invisible being that cannot be disintegrated by atomic fission.
Oh, Skipper, that is a scientific impossibility.
IQ so high.
Hypnotic illusions don't tear people apart.
That's true enough. But any organism dense enough to survive 3 billion electron volts would have to be made of solid nuclear material. It'd sink of its own weight to the center of this planet.
Well, you saw it yourself, standing right there in those neutron beams.
And there's your answer. It must have been renewing its molecular structure from 1 microsecond to the next.
What?
So now we just pick up the girl and her father, whether they like it or not.
The robot's doing it?
86A. Evacuate all civilians from disaster areas.
Where feasible. The ship was vaporized, trying to lift off.
Which makes it a gilt-edged priority that one of us gets into that Krell lab and takes that brain boost.
I am monitored to admit no one at this hour.
That sounded final.
Maybe if we reasoned with them.
With guns.
My beams are focused on your blasters, gentlemen.
Hasn't he got a built-in rule against wringing our little necks for us?
That is true, sir. Yet I am monitored to admit no one.
The fallacy.
Robbie, let
Oh.
them in. Why are you here?
She know anything? Was I wrong? Was it the dad just falling asleep in that room?
You must leave now.
Darling, I'm not going without you.
But I can't possibly leave him alone. I just can't.
You don't realize what's loose on this planet.
But I'm immune, like both my parents.
That's what he says. I don't believe it. Nothing could be immune to that thing.
Darling, darling, please go. If you love me, go.
Oh, it's been like 10 days, girl.
Doc, will you talk some sense to this girl? I'm in over my head. Doc?
Doc?
On the sofa, Robbie.
He failed.
You ought to see my new mind. Up there in Lights, the Krell had completed their project. True creation. But the Krell forgot one thing.
Yes, what?
Monsters, John. Monsters from the id.
The id.
Oh, the intellectual.
Doc.
They thought about something and it came out.
How romantic. The fool, the meddling idiot, as though his ape's brain could contain the secrets of the Krell.
He died.
You wanted me to make a choice. Now you've chosen for me.
Alta.
I'm ready to go with you, darling.
Altera. She mustn't do this. She must be prevented.
Morbius, what is the id?
Young man, my daughter is planning a very foolish action, and she'll be terribly punished.
What is the id?
Id. Elementary basis of the subconscious mind.
Monsters from the id.
Huh?
Monsters from the subconscious. Of course, that's what Doc meant. A big machine, 8,000 cubic miles of Klystron relays, enough power for a whole population of creative geniuses, operated by remote control.
To what purpose?
In return, that ultimate machine would instantaneously project solid matter to any point on the planet.
It's like
In
Robbie.
any shape or color they might imagine. Creation by mere thought.
Why haven't I seen this all along?
But like you, the Krell forgot one deadly danger. Their own subconscious hate and lust for destruction.
The beast. The mindless primitive.
The secret devil of every soul on the planet, all set free at once to loot and maim.
I get it.
After 1,000,000 years of shining sanity, they could hardly have understood what power was destroying them. The last Krell died 2,000 centuries ago. There is still at large on this planet a living monster.
Your mind refuses to face a conclusion.
You made it.
Morbius,
What?
something is approaching from the southwest. It is now quite close.
There it comes.
Oh, it's the monster. That's iron.
You still refuse to face the truth. What truth? Morbius, that thing out there. It's you. You still think she's immune? She's joined herself to me, body and soul.
And whatever comes, forever.
Say it's a lie. Shout, let it hear you out there. Tell it you don't love this man.
Not even if I could.
Stop it, Robbie. Don't let it in. Kill it, Robbie.
It's him. Oh, shit.
Why'd you jumble that combination?
Whatever you know and hear, your twin self out in the tunnel knows, too.
I'm not a monster, you...
We're all part monsters in our subconscious. So we have laws and religion.
Let me go!
You've got to listen. 20 years ago, when your comrades voted to return to Earth, you sent your secret id out to murder them.
Yes, okay, it makes sense. I get it. Oh, good. Good twist.
Your subconscious sent its id monster out again. More deaths, Morbius. More murder.
And now this too? Harm my own daughter?
But now she's defying you, Morbius. More enraged and more inflamed with each new frustration. So now you're whistling up your monster again to punish her for her disloyalty and disobedience.
Is it like melting the door?
Look,
Almost fully
that
on.
machine is going to supply your monster with whatever amount of power it requires to reach us.
Wow.
Alder, say you don't believe this of me. Tell me you don't.
She don't believe you, brother. Knows you're wrong.
Yes, I must be guilty.
Then help us, darling. I've known you great and noble like the crown.
Probably drain that.
Guilty! My evil self is at that door, and I have no power to stop it!
We're conscious now, it's no longer subconscious. Fully powered.
Stop! No further! I deny you! I give you up!
Draining.
Father. Oh, Father.
Son, turn that disc. The switch. Throw it.
Destruct.
In 24 hours, you must be 100 million miles out in space.
No.
Damn. Oh, okay, we're safe. Okay, that was fast.
A genuine privilege, Commander.
Activate main view plate.
Aye, aye, Skipper.
Supernova.
About 1 million years from now, the human race will have crawled up to where the Krell stood in their great moment of triumph and tragedy. Your father's name will shine again, like a beacon in the galaxy. It will remind us that we are, after all, not God.
Very good. Very good. All right. I will say that I enjoyed that way more than I thought I was gonna enjoy that. Starting off, the sci-fi movie from the 50s known as, I believe it's Forbidden Planet. Yep. So Forbidden Planet, very interesting movie. I don't know. Mainly, the main thing I don't know, I didn't know at first, was that everything was a misdirect, basically. There was no mal intent from anything. It mainly is a scientist, Morbius, not wanting to leave the planet or believing that he's the rightful guardian of the Krell knowledge. That being said, he's not. It's him taking he's a god instead of human, and therefore he has the ability to do so. The increase in knowledge to his IQ, he was able to survive it, obviously, caused him to have a subconscious revert to a primitive kind of. So while he was sleeping, the being was active because he's asleep. There's a lot of little hints dropped in this movie that I'm realizing and picking up as we got further in. Robbie the robot was child's play, a being that create infinite alcohol, food, whatever, just from a few molecules. It's child's play compared to what the Krell could do, which is linking all their brains automatically to a system that lets them create whatever they want. Unfortunately, their id, when they're sleeping, creates monsters because it's primitive. Things they're afraid of, things they can't rationalize, etc. And it's the scariest thing you can think of. And they're invisible. Because they're invisible, it's even scarier. So obviously, nobody's able to piece this together. Morbius doesn't piece this together. He survives, and because of his, what he's thinking, he's able to basically spare his wife, who allows him to have the beautiful kid. Altera, who was initially a red herring to me because I thought she'd be the being. She was so weird and whatnot, but she was actually just a being who's never interacted with humans other than her dad. Her mom died during birth or something, or when she was so young, and it's just like I laughed. I'm laughing because like it was such in my face. She just is awkward. She doesn't understand things, but like the way they portrayed her was like almost like a robot style, cyborg style. Like doesn't know anything, listens, and is just existing. But it's just because she's a girl and hasn't seen any boys and only been taught by her father non stuff related things like that, because I don't think he ever thought humans were going to come visit them like this. And he tried to warn them off because, as he said, there was a prior event, which was his doing. And at first he felt non-threatened by what was going on, which was pretty much interesting. They were interested. They were just talking, willing to leave. But as soon as they find out what happened, they're like, we have to investigate and contact. And Dr. Morbius's brain was like, no, sabotage, kill, etc. But only occurs once he feels threatened. Now, the fact that these beings are a million years advanced and have huge technology like this, and eventually time, dominates all, is such a good theory, a good, message, because everything is victim to time. These beings have lived a million years, worth of like knowledge, 1,000 centuries. They're so advanced, so smart, visited our planet, have done this and that, and fall victim to their own primitive nature in the end, which they didn't think about. Thus, their overconfidence, their over logic. Enjoyed a lot of this. Obviously, we have the men haven't seen women in a year, and they're like, "Oh, we're 24-year-old horn dogs, ho ho ho," and then the captain gets the girl. Reminds me of Star Trek in the future, where Kirk gets the girl, obviously, but this captain is a little bit different than Kirk, where Kirk does not try to actually go for the girl. I see a lot of similarities from this and other sci-fi. Specifically, Star Trek is a big one with the captain and the doctor being best friends, having a three-man crew, these Bones, Kirk, and Spock as the main people, with some supporting actors and cast that help. The ship's weapons and whatnot seem familiar too. The outfit design was fun and seemed familiar a little bit, in the sense that it kind of reminded me of actually of Starship Troopers. They have this vibe on them, like they talk like they're in the Navy, and it's so cool because it makes sense. Ships are ships, in the future, spaceships are going to be a Navy still. Now, the robot was pretty cool. I knew he was obviously a guy in the suit. I really enjoyed his design and his, just optimism, and the burp with the drinking humanized him a little bit. He was a red herring in the end. I thought he was doing these things, and then it turns out he's just there to be a stepping stone for us to realize the power of the Krell and their knowledge. I will say that it was really fun. It was really good. I like how everything sped up in the end. It was just a build up. It really felt like an episode of Star Trek, I'll be honest. Or Star Trek feels like this. And I think this comes first, so I have to say it that way. But I've seen Star Trek first, so that's why I said it the original way I did. That being said, really enjoyed it. The one thing that was interesting was just the use of stuff in the background too, like Star Trek does. I think a lot of shows in this time did it. Characters in the background doing things, obviously, there was just like a couple, so they're more noticeable when they do things, versus like some shows now don't have characters in the background or have like a lot of them and you have to pay attention extra. I like that. The set design was really cool. Costumes were really cool. I loved her dresses, but I also have to say, like, the camera was amazing for the year. Like, what kind of camera did they use? Because it looks like it's better than Star Trek and some of the other stuff I've watched, unless it's just been heavily remastered as well, which I imagine it definitely has been heavily remastered. Really enjoyed that overall, and I really am curious, just what the reception was. I don't know. I really doubt some of you have seen this in theaters when it came out, because it came out in '59, and if you were born that year it came out, you'd be in your 60s. But I do have some fans that are that old, I believe. So maybe some of you have seen this or reruns or whatnot. This probably was a really great drive-in movie, and the effects were really ahead of their time. Now, like I said, I got remastered. Fortunately, I can't find the like non-mastered version, but it was really fun, and I really enjoyed. It was really good, really well written. The overall theme is, we can't move too fast, and we still have those monsters inside of us. So hopefully, in the future, we'll learn from that mistake they made. Besides that, thank you for joining me. I'm Mikey. Make sure you check out the other sci-fi movie coming out very shortly, probably the week after this comes out, as well as Star Trek comes out every Saturday. If you enjoyed that. If you're new here, thank you for letting me, guide you on a journey through a movie you've probably seen before. Thank you so much. Check out Patreon for full lengths. Also, the ability to vote on movies is on there. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Say in the comments, and see you next time. Thank you.